I'm Deanna O'Donnell with your news across Nevada. The law that banned same-sex marriage in California has been overturned, leaving members of the gay and lesbian community here in Nevada to celebrate what they are calling a milestone. A federal judge struck down Proposition 8 yesterday on the grounds that it violates due process and equal rights protections provided by the U.S. Constitution. Although this decision involves California law, it could directly affect us here in Nevada. Members of the gay and lesbian community had been waiting for this ruling, hoping that what happens next will award them the equal rights they say they are entitled to here in Nevada. Higher monthly fees are coming for consumers who take out home loans guaranteed by the Federal Housing Administration. The Senate late yesterday unanimously approved the legislation giving the FHA the power to hike monthly premiums it charges to consumers. The fees are projected to bring in an extra $3.6 billion per year, according to the FHA. The agency does not make loans, but it offers insurance against default. People who take out FHA-backed loans pay a smaller down payment, as low as 3.5% of the home price, but they are subject to two additional fees, one at the start of the loan and an annual fee. Both fees are typically spread out in monthly installments over the life of the loan. Borrowers who take out loans through FHA pay an annual fee of 0.55% of the total loan. FHA officials expect to raise that to 0.9%, though the bill will give them power to hike it as high as 1.55%. Earlier this year, the FHA raised the upfront fee to 2.25% of the total mortgage amount from 1.75%. Agency officials want to lower that to 1%. The combined impact of lowering the upfront fee and raising the monthly fee would mean a borrower taking out a mortgage of $170,000 at an interest rate of 5% would pay an extra $38 a month. Federal officials say 34 wild horses died or were euthanized during a roundup of animals from parched rangeland in northeastern Nevada. Bureau of Land Management spokeswoman Jolynn Worley said Wednesday that 1,224 wild horses were collected in pens during the Tuscarora Wild Horse Gather that concluded Monday outside the Rock Creek Herd Management Area in North Elko County. Worley says two more wild horses, a mare and a foal, were euthanized after they were found injured by a contractor herding about 28 wild horses away from a steep cliff. The BLM characterizes its ongoing horse and bureau roundups as emergency operations made necessary by drought and overpopulation on public and private lands. Opponents say the policy aims to make room for livestock grazing and energy interests. Forbes magazine has named Las Vegas the coolest city in the United States. Forbes paired with Harris Polling Association to ask more than 2,000 adults which metropolitan city they thought was the coolest. Forbes magazine says those surveyed between the ages of 18 and 34 thought Las Vegas was cooler than New York. The Las Vegas Convention Visitors Authority says the average vacationer in Las Vegas last year was 50 years old. Although the economy has hit a rough patch over the past few years, Las Vegas still entertains about 36 million tourists every year. This weekend, the Casablanca Resort will host the first ever Elvis Rocks Mesquite event in the small town about 80 miles north of Las Vegas. The festival, which runs through Sunday, will feature a Best of Elvis competition with 50s, 60s, and 70s categories, as well as the Shake, Rattle, and Bowl tournament and a Elvis sock hop for charity. For more information, you can go to the Casablanca Resort website. The Las Vegas Hilton is once again the venue for fans of the famous sci-fi franchise Star Trek. More than 15,000 assorted Klingons, Ferengi, and Vulcans are expected at the four-day event. They'll be joined by some of the most famous faces of the series and films, including William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, Sir Patrick Stewart, Brent Spiner, and George Takei. One of the highlights of the convention will be an attempt to break a Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of people dressed as Star Trek characters. The record is set at 508 at a recent convention in Germany. This year's record-breaking attempt will begin on Saturday at 9 a.m. The event runs today through Sunday. And that's your news across Nevada. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.